This is Dirt Rally 2. We're on Xbox Series X, taking a look at this second entry in the Dirt spin-off franchise that focuses on simulation and rally sport action. This is a historical setup here. We're going to be showing off a couple different scenarios so you can see that in action. But yes, this is very much something that aims to simulate the intensity and the style of rally sport across a plethora of different options. So, kind of a neat experience, and we're just kind of preparing to go here.
5, 4.
Oh, I jumped at the start. My bad. My bad, guys. So anyways, yeah, pretty intense rally sporting experience. What we're getting here on the Series X should be basically a native 4K resolution. It had a dynamic resolution scaling on the 1X, which was an upper bounds 1800 to 21, or the full 2160. And I would imagine with the extra overhead power that this should basically be native 4K the entire time, at 60 FPS with HDR support built in. And yeah, it does look absolutely fantastic. It's really quite great looking, and an upgrade over really the first rally sports that we played, Dirt Rally 1. And there is also, a variety of different options too. So if you like this type of experience, on the channel we have covered, I think, almost all of the Dirts that are available. I do suggest Dirt 4 for more all-around experience. If you do want something that is a bit more simulation and while also still being arcade-like, then there's Dirt Rally 1 and 2. Obviously you're seeing 2 here, which I think is quite an improvement over 1. And then Dirt 5 is a lot more arcade-like, and I absolutely love that one. It's actually my favorite, I think, of the franchise, which is kind of neat. But yeah, this is just kind of the experience. Going to be showing it off here and giving you an idea of how it's running. Some of the different angles, so you can see the different perspectives that you can race at. Who actually races it with this angle? I'm so curious if people actually use this one. I see it in the racing games, but I'm just like, I don't get it. Because, you might as well do it, like, realistic, right? In the vehicle, if you're going to be doing something like that. I don't know. To me, it just seems odd. It's like some Evil Dead type stuff going on with that angle. But anyways, it's the rally sporting experience across a variety of different environments and locations and places. Like, this feels quite natural, doing the inside of the vehicle. But I also just like the outside perspective. That's just kind of my thing. So yeah, you get a wide range of different tracks and locations across the globe, historic races, modern options, dynamic environment to some degree, 6 real-life rally locations across the globe, 50 of the most powerful cars ever built or something for this type of experience. So kind of a neat setup, I suppose. It gives you a good amount of options out there. It seems like the handling's pretty good. It definitely feels a lot smoother to me than Dirt Rally 1 did as well, as I start messing up. But, it's kind of like this is what you want if you're going for a more actual serious type take on the actual type of, driving sporting event with a rally. And they do give you a bunch of different modes and ways to play. There's like a career type thing. We're just in the free play right now because I assume that would be the easiest way to just kind of be like, hey, look at all these different, kind of locations. It seems like it also, there's not much like popping going on in this one. It's kind of an impressive upgrade over the first rally, quite honestly. They did some good things with this one. Oh, that's not good. We're screwing up on the track. The class leader is up there. Wow, that's quite exciting. Lots of tuning, competitive options, also multiplayer, I guess up to 8 players or something like that if you want to do some more intense competing online. Whoa! That wasn't my best move ever. Was not expecting such a hairpin turn. I don't know if you call that hairpin. But yeah, you can kind of see like dirt coming off the environment and stuff. It's just like a really cleaned up version and very well polished upgrade over the previous Dirt Rally title, so you know what you're kind of getting into when you're looking at this one, just in terms of like gameplay content and what it's trying to provide, which, ambience wise, like environmentally, vehicle detail and everything like that, very, very nicely put together. Quite a shiny sort of experience. And like I said, there's different kinds of dirt games for any kind of like racer, basically. I mean, they do heavily lead on rally, but you get the different options in there. very, very nice choices, regardless of where you go. I mean, I quite like this series. I've said in previous videos, I was here, like, the original Dirt was when I played, like, I rented it way back in the day, and I kind of loved it. I was like, oh, this is great. So it's cool to see, you know, the series, like, grown to this degree. It's really quite interesting. I'm definitely not the best out there, that's for sure, but we're gonna cap off this race here, which is good because I wanted to show off another setup. And actually, I don't know if this one's going to take me to a new area. It is supposed to be like a multi-seasonal thing, but I don't know if I want to show off the exact same car again. Stop by the Marshall. Well, I did my best, Marshall. Oh, not. Just gotta keep going a bit. Okay. No problem.
Stage finished. Well done.
That's what it's all about, guys. Stage completion. So this is a Rallycross presentation. I thought this would be kind of a good showcase here, just so you can see something a little bit differently. Other options include developing your team, create a team, hire your staff, expand your garage. Like I mentioned previously, lots of different tuning options to improve and change up your vehicles to the, you know, technical type of detail you want, which is kind of cool. You know, you get a lot of different, again, rally-focused experiences as you focus and battle against others. It all seems to load quite well, which is great too. And yeah, it's just kind of a neat, authentic, intense experience that I think visually is actually quite impressive. Ooh, totally missed the jump there. And I think it just offers a lot of different ways for you to compete and race with others with some really gorgeous vehicles across a number of dynamic environments. And if you are someone that wants this more technical style, I think this one kind of fits really nicely there, providing something, you know, very well done. It's so cool that we get such, like, unique and polished racing games these days. And I am not intense enough about this one to be able to compete with these guys, that's for sure. Yeah, no, they are a lot smoother for that. Should I have taken the Joker Delta? That's the big question there. Okay. Totally smashing up here. But yeah, you can do some nice denting on the actual environment, which I always thought was cool about the Dirt series, is you actually feel like you're really, you know, causing some actual, like, burn up of, like, the dirt and the terrain. You actually feel like your vehicle's getting a little dirty out there. Trying not to actually smash into this guy, but keeps happening, which is not great. And they've got a location in Canada, which is pretty cool too. And I don't suppose there's any sort of, like, rewind feature in this simulation, because I am not racing the best here. Yeah. That's funny, it's like some of these games, you know, you go to race and it's just like, ah. But I think in real life I would actually be handling this, like, pretty decently. I would actually really love, in real life, to be able to do, you know, like some sort of racing option like this, like a racetrack would be really fun to kind of go through and just see how fast you could, like, kind of go and take corners and stuff. Of course, I mean, I don't have anything, like, premium or sporty, but, like, my car actually, I've got a Cruise, and it's, like, it's actually a Rally Sport model, which is kind of fascinating when you think about it. I don't know, just a random thing to bring up there, but I do love my vehicle, and it would be kind of cool to do, you know, something circuit-like. I think would be kind of interesting. Oop. Well, that's not going over well. But yeah, the game loads quite fast, looks quite visually impressive-wise. Come on, car, go, 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 go! It's almost like it's oversensitive or something. I kind of, like, correct too much almost in this one. That could be my issue. See, all the different games I've been playing too, because I've been doing, like, a lot of the Dirt series this week, and it's just kind of like, they all handle a little bit differently too, and that's just, like, advancements and changes. But this car is going wild. Let's switch up to a different setup where I'm not getting destroyed. So here we go for a bit of a moody Canadian type race. This is actually, like, you know, set in Canada, which is kind of cool to have here. Thought this might be a fun one to throw into the middle of it. And but hopefully I don't do as bad, but yeah, we did a bit more of a customized race, I guess you could say, on this one, which is kind of neat. Ugh. I almost prefer the regular rally, because it's just like, these tracks I'm not doing too well. This looks gorgeous. Like, this actually is, like, maybe the best looking area.
Ready.
If that makes sense, like, this really, with, like, the rain details, I love doing racing in the rain in the games, just so you can see all the, you know, the smaller details come alive, but this really, really does look absolutely just breathtaking from, like, a visual perspective. They did a fantastic job on this particular area and setup. And I do imagine there probably are some more details you can tweak in order to get, like, you know, some better or easier difficulty options depending on your playstyle. Just keep that in mind. Maybe I should have tweaked those, but I'm just kind of going off the default here. Not as intense as these guys, but yeah, no. Yeah, actually, in general, I've been doing a lot of racing games recently. Which is kind of interesting to think about. All these different cars and all they all handle slightly different. I mean, the general design of the different racing experiences are about the same, but different handling to them. But I've always loved that about dirt. Is again, like I said, like the grime, the mud, the track details, the way you can smash things up. I always thought that was really cool and very distinct. Oh, there are actually people behind me? That's kind of funny. Go, go, go. Joker Delta. Take the Joker. This is the last lap. What is going on there? Might be the intense rain and stuff. Get out of here. No, seriously, these vehicles are very, very visually quite impressive. Same with like the track design and all that. Looks really good. It's quite a aesthetically pleasing sort of game, needless to say. Taking the Joker lap. Ugh, look at that. The tires getting all smushing things up on the dirt. It's pretty cool. Definitely last place though. Maybe I'm not the best Rallycrosser player out there, that's for sure. But it's a cool game, you know. It's kind of fun. I think it holds up well. It's definitely one of the cleaner ones. I'd pair this with your Dirt 5 if you kind of want a best of both worlds. You want something serious for your rally, and then if you want, you know, more of an arcade type, less intense sort of thing, you can go with the Dirt 5, and I think they pair together quite nicely, actually, racing-wise. If you're looking for something that, like, you know, games that complement one another, I would definitely say that combo would be good. Don't be too mad. We did our best out there, man. We tried our best. And who's ready for another intense race? Oh, it looks like it's getting a little dark out. I kind of picked this map because I thought it would be a bit more daytime-oriented with some colorful trees and that, but that looks like it's not going to be the case. Anyways, it's good to show this off. As you can tell, versatile series just in terms of, like, how the visuals are presented to night racing, day racing. Get some rain, get some clouds. You got some choices. Getting some, like, Dirt 1 flashbacks where I'm out in the middle of the forest and I'm like, what is going on?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 30.
I thought that was a very well set race. We're all professionals out here, am I right?
Into 5 left.
Actually, this looks like a very similar track to the, like, atmospherically to Dirt 1, but it's like such a upgrade over that too, which is kind of cool. I wonder if we'll get a Dirt Rally 3 at some point. I imagine that would make logical sense after coming off of Dirt 5, taking the tech there and kind of deploying it further into another rally kind of would make sense. Assuming this one was successful. I mean, I didn't really look into the full metrics of how this one did, but the fact that they were able to, like, actually pull off, you know, a bunch of, like, these couple spin-offs like this is actually really neat. Kind of makes me wonder almost if they'll do some sort of, like, open world type dirt game at some point, kind of like Horizon does, right? Because that's interesting. I mean, I don't think you can necessarily compete with Forza Horizon, but at the same time, it'd be kind of neat. Because I know this game does have a bit of, like, a free roam type option, if that makes sense. Like, that is available in this alongside the other modes and everything you can do. I'm just kind of curious maybe if they could actually go into that space and tackle that as well as, like, a new challenger. Never hurts having more open world racing games, if you know what I'm talking about. It's great to have a variety of different options out there for different things. Kind of just like a nice, peaceful drive. Out at night, almost. I mean, I'm definitely not setting any racing records, I don't think, but should be having a good time working through this. Obviously, like most rally things, they give you the directions at the top, so you kind of know where you're going. Those are presented pretty cleanly. Like, the UI is actually quite nice and smooth and easy-going on this, so I'm sure it's something a lot of people will appreciate.
120.
Oof. Oh wow, we recovered pretty easily off that one. Thought that would be a lot more detrimental to my race. But, nope, absolutely fine.
Through narrow gate and turn 1 left.
I've damaged part of my vehicle. Oh yeah, you can adjust that to how much damage actually happens to your vehicle as well when you go on the race. They give you a lot of tuning choices, which is kind of cool. I think that's kind of a good thing to have available to you.
Opens 80.
Let's get going. Anyways, it's pretty well done. You know, I think it's quite a lot of fun to play, especially if you're more into like the simulation type thing. I think you're gonna quite love what this has to offer. I mean, I do tend to lean more arcade-esque if you're wondering about some of my performance driving-wise, and I hope I didn't necessarily butcher the driving too much on this. I try my best, but I think, you know, looks-wise, it's quite good. It handles, to me, quite a bit better than the predecessor, Dirt Rally 1, or even, I guess, well, Dirt 4 was pretty actually well put together, that one. I was quite happy with that. Going back and after playing Dirt 5, and I really love Dirt 5. I think that one is just absolutely fantastic. But yeah, it's just kind of cool here, showing off these different, you know, kind of dirt games, giving you an idea of how they're all running and performing, and looking in that. It's just kind of cool taking a look at this history of this racing franchise that I hope continues to grow more in the future as well.